On March 22nd, we commemorate the World Pregnancy Day. This day is celebrated to create awareness about the role and impact our life in the womb has in the physical, emotional, spiritual, and social wellness of all adults around the world. Education starts in the womb. We become a parent from the moment we start thinking about having a baby, realizing how much the body, emotions, thoughts, and beliefs of a mother can influence the physical and psychological development of her baby in the womb is key to the formation of thriving, peaceful, and healthy human beings. During pregnancy, babies are conscious observers. They bring their own characteristics and also influence their mother's psyche. Parents are like genetic engineers, and this new understanding accentuates the impact mothers and fathers have on the formation of their child. In the womb, babies develop their first emotions, their senses and physical organs, based on how the mother experiences her life. All of their cells record everything the mother feels and react to it. Some genes are activated, others are silenced or even modified. Indeed, each mother's reaction to life becomes information that influences the baby's future development. It is paramount in today's world that parents are educated and informed about the importance of pregnancy for the formation of human qualities. It is their right. Prenatal education is key for nations to succeed in breaking the transgenerational cycle of war and selfishness. Conception and life in the womb orientate the formation of the brain's circuitry, either toward fear and defense, anxiety and aggression, or toward love and cooperation, trust and safety. Prenatal science and education need to be taught from preschool to college, and couples should prepare for this transition and for their new parenting roles. If we want to have world peace, we need womb peace. Preconception, pregnancy, birth, as well as the fourth trimester provide unique opportunities for improving human societies. Children born from a valued and harmonious pregnancy have a heightened capacity for learning, socializing, respecting nature, and fellow humans. So, when pregnant women feel safe and supported, one day their children will contribute to building a world without war or misery. We have no idea of the harmony that awaits human civilization when pregnant women understand they are building our common future. We need societies who know how to live with each other and also amongst themselves. It's time for our politicians to get invested in the beginning of life, a time when possibilities abound, and foster prenatal well-being by applying what science and ancient wisdoms teach us. By investing worldwide minimal resources on pregnancy, we can have an immeasurable return on public health and drastically dropping expenses related to mental and physical illnesses, social violence, and criminality. Transforming the future requires an urgent call to action. To be aware of prenatal life's relevance needs to become a fundamental human right in order to build a more sustainable, inclusive, and peaceful world. Prenatal health must be acknowledged as a public responsibility, a common good, to unlock the human potential in every person for the quality of human civilization.
I am Dr. Michel Audin. I introduce myself as an interdisciplinary student in human nature. Of course, I support the Universal Manifesto. I need to confirm that pregnancy starts at conception and is over when baby is separated from the placenta.
こんにちは、産婦人科医の池川明です。生まれる前の記憶について研究しています。私たちは2024年3月22日に第1回世界妊娠デーを開催します。そして、Prenatal Wellness to Change the Worldを世界に訴えていきます。毎年この会を世界同時開催して世界の人と共有したいことがあります。それは生まれる前からウェルビーイングを大切にすることでより良い未来にすることができるということです。ぜひ世界妊娠デー制定にお力添えください。よろしくお願いいたします。
My name is Andre Lalonde, obstetrician gynecologist from Canada, member of FIGO, the Federation International of Gynecology and Obstetrics, and I support the Pregnancy Day as it is the most important event in not only a woman's life, but in life itself. FIGO supports the World Pregnancy Day, which will be celebrated every year on March the 22nd. Join us.
Hola, me llamo Carmen Carballo Basadre y soy la presidenta de la Asociación Nacional de Educación Prenatal ANED España. Apoyo el Día Mundial del Embarazo porque considero que cuidando y educando a los seres con amor y en el amor desde el inicio de la vida, cuidamos del futuro adulto, de su salud física y psíquica y sentamos las bases de una sociedad sana, en equilibrio y armonía.
Hello from Norway, my name is Lena Engelsen, I'm the Secretary General for the National Foundation 1001 Days.
And I'm Inga Marte Torkelsen. I'm a board member of the organization and I'm also a former Minister of Children, Gender Equality and Inclusion in Norway.
And we support World Pregnancy Day because what happens in the womb can last a lifetime and politicians and policymakers need to realize this.
All governments all around the world have to pay attention to the first 1,000 days and build an infrastructure for supporting those who are becoming mothers and also fathers and the child from the child lies within the womb.
So in short, if we look after mothers, we also look after society. Happy World Pregnancy Day.
Happy World Pregnancy Day.
Thank you.
大家好，我是马良坤大夫，来自北京协和医院妇产科。我支持在3月22日向世界宣告国际妊娠日的诞生。怀孕是新生命的开始，它值得世界上所有美好的事物，比如健康、营养、运动、幸福、知识、学习、探索、信念。
Hi, I am Ioana Marie, Judge of the Supreme Court of Greece. I support the World Pregnancy Day proclamation on March 22 because prenatal education and health needs to become a fundamental human right. Parents are like genetic engineers and they must be informed about their role in the formation of the child's foundations of life in the home.
Olá, sou eu, Márcio Garcia, apresentador, empresário e pai de 4 filhos. Eu apoio a proclamação do Dia Mundial da Gestante no 22 de março. Precisamos criar mais consciência pelo mundo afora sobre o impacto que a vida intrauterina tem na saúde física e emocional de cada ser humano e, portanto, na saúde de toda a sociedade.
Hi, I am Hakan Çoker from Istanbul, Turkey. I am an obstetrician, childbirth and doula educator and co-founder of Hand to Hand for Birth Association. I support the new World Pregnancy Day proclamation on March 22, which is organized by Prenatal Alliance. There can be no world peace without one peace. We obstetricians should realize more that birth is not only helping mothers in pathology to save their lives and their babies' lives. More than that, it is guiding mothers for a positive birth experience. This guidance starts in the womb. Babies learn in the womb. Babies record in the womb. They are conscious not only during pregnancy, but especially in labor and birth. That's why it is time for the obstetricians to guide the families for a conscious and positive birth experience. This will start paying more attention to birth psychology. Again, thank you very much for joining us on March 22, World Pregnancy Day, and thank you very much for supporting it. Thank you.
My name is Susanne von der Emne. I am a pre- and perinatal therapist from Germany with over 30 years of experience treating babies, children, and adults. The evidence is now overwhelming on how our early experiences in the womb and shortly after birth have a direct and lifelong impact on our health, happiness, and well-being. I strongly support a World Pregnancy Day in order to raise awareness on how we can give our babies the best start in life so that we can create a more healthy and peaceful world.
Hi, I'm Alex from Italy and I'm a birth and postnatal doula.
I support the World Pregnancy Day proclamation on March 22nd because there cannot be world peace without womb peace. The role of a mother is crucial for the physical and emotional health of a baby in the womb, and because prenatal education and health needs to become a fundamental human right. Parents are like genetic engineers, and the role in the formation of the child in the womb is too often neglected in today's societies. Please do something.
Hi, I'm Melinda Maxwell Smith. I've been a body worker for 40 years, specializing in birth trauma resolution. I wholeheartedly promote Pregnancy Day as an essential honoring of the miracle of gestation and birth. From conception to birth, we pass more milestones than we do in the entire rest of our lives. What happens in utero has huge impacts on our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. While we mammals are hardwired to survive and hardwired to heal at any age, preventing trauma is so much easier. Respect for all mothers, including Mother Earth, is crucial. Celebrating Pregnancy Day will help reconnect us to the truth that we must care for mamas and babies if we are to live peacefully and healthfully on this, our only planet.
Quiero invitarles a reconocer la importancia del Día Mundial del Embarazo. Es el 22 de marzo y queremos que todos apoyen esa iniciativa porque el embarazo, o sea, el periodo perinatal, es crítico en el bienestar de no solo la persona, sino la comunidad, el país, el mundo entero. Es una etapa en la vida que queremos dar más importancia en el rol de la madre, en sus sentimientos, en la forma que ella interactúa con su bebé en ese periodo. Y ese Día Mundial del Embarazo, el 22 de marzo, es una forma de apoyar esa importancia. Entonces, ojalá que hacen todo lo que pueden para apoyarnos para el 22 de marzo, Día Internacional del Embarazo.
Hi, I am François Amig, osteopath and consultant in prenatal education. I live in the beautiful Rocky Mountains of British Columbia in Canada. I support profoundly the World Pregnancy Day proclamation on March 22. We need all of us to create more awareness around the world about the importance that life in the womb has on the physical and emotional health of every human being, and so on the prosperity and happiness and peace of each and all nation. We can all be part of womb peace to build world peace, and we count on you to be there with us. Have a great day.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for being with us today. I'm so happy to be with you all finally, and happy World Pregnancy Day. To the ones who don't know me yet, I am Susana Lopes. I'm the Secretary General for Prenatal Alliance. And I would like to welcome you all to our 3-day Prenatal Wellness Summit and, of course, to the official celebration and proclamation of the World Pregnancy Day on March 22. I would like to say, first of all, a few words about Prenatal Alliance. We are a small organization with big ideas, founded by a group of 16 people from around the world. Our team believes that a small group of people can make a difference and bring a positive change to the world. Prenatal Alliance has an horizontal structure. So that means that we all in our board members have equal importance. We work as a team to find the better solutions. And we are in our core an international purpose-driven organization committed to educate, disseminate information and resources, to generate debate and discussion, to find new ways to make a better change in our societies. So we want to shift the way we talk about the pregnancy period from conception to breastfeeding with pregnant women and couples, as well as birth professionals, and also in schools and with students, with politicians, media channels, and the general public, to improve the way the world is receiving information about the importance that life in the womb has for the physical and psychological health of both mother and baby. acknowledging that babies in the womb are sensitive and aware, and that babies start learning about the outside world through the mother inner world, through her feelings and reactions, through the way she is perceiving her outside environment. The world needs to know that unborn babies do communicate with their mothers through their hormonal system, through their behavior and their own mind. Indeed, as Dr. Ikigawa research in Japan concludes, children as young as 3 years of age can remember their time in the womb, how they were loved, how they loved their mothers and wanted to help her. These memories inhabit every human being. They are forever recorded in our subconscious. The pregnancy period is so vital for the development of our baby's sense of love, for our baby's sense of trust, belonging, self-worth, and can also explain the amount of disconnection and violent behavior in future adults, leading ultimately to the promotion of peace or conflict within ourselves and between nations. All of these statements can be backed up in the scientific literature, and many of these effects are transgenerational. The world needs to recognize how vital this is for the integral development of human beings and our societies. In most countries, we still do not prioritize that the way we treat pregnant women will have a profound impact on almost every aspect of the future human condition. By prioritizing not only the physical and nutritional health, but also the emotional health of women and supporting respectful medical practices, making the woman and the unborn baby the center of pregnancy, can we have lasting impact on entire populations. So at Prenatal Alliance, we think the main way to address these issues is through prenatal education. We need to make policymakers understand the urgency and importance of these issues to make the necessary changes to find solutions to build a better way. And because we know this is such a large task, we started step by step. And we focused first in reaching the general public, building our website with lots of content and free resources, and more recently creating an awareness movement to proclaim and celebrate the World Pregnancy Day on March 22, focus on prenatal sciences and education. So the World Pregnancy Day is a platform to showcase transformations in the field of prenatal well-being. To be aware of prenatal life's relevance needs to become a fundamental human right in order to build a more sustainable, inclusive, and peaceful world. But this is also a day where we honor all women that have birthed our humanity, all ancient traditions that have honored,
recording in progress,
and recognized how vital it is the time of preconception, conception, pregnancy, birth, and the breastfeeding period for shaping the body, mind, and spirit of all human beings and our human civilization. Prenatal health must be acknowledged as a public responsibility, a common good to unlock the human potential in every person. So let's generate discussion around the world. And this is why we are doing this Prenatal Wellness Summit, making a debate, sharing experiences, and finding solutions. So we have invited the main institutions to be with us and help to support this initiative. So it is with great honor that I'm here today sharing this online stage with some of the most important institutions for prenatal sciences and education in the world. I would like now to pass the word to Rylene Phillips from USA. She is the president of the Association for Prenatal and Perinatal Psychology and Health. She's also a neonatologist with a passion for the physical and emotional well-being of babies. Rylene is an international board-certified lactation consultant and a fellow of the Academy of Breastfeeding Medicine. Rylene, thank you so much for being with us today. This online stage is yours.
Thank you so much. I am so happy to join the celebration of World Pregnancy Day on behalf of APA. and to hear from many others about what we are each doing to support pregnancy around the world. I feel after listening to that wonderful video that we could almost all just say, we all agree, let's go home. But we want to hear from each group and hear and celebrate what everyone is contributing to what we're doing. We know that for most of recorded history, it has been believed that babies were not capable of thinking or feeling or having their own experiences before birth or even for many months or years afterwards. However, through the work of many pioneers in the sciences of prenatal and perinatal psychology, which began over 100 years ago, and many others who have continued and advanced this work around the world, it is clear that babies are indeed conscious and sentient beings who are very capable of thinking, feeling, or having their own experiences before and after birth. The knowledge that children and adults can have memories of their birth and even from their time in the womb was paradigm altering and brought a complete new understanding about babies to at least the modern world. Since these early discoveries, many advancements have been made in understanding the neurobiology of infant brain development and the surprising learning capabilities of babies before and after birth. More research has documented prenatal and birth memories, and therapeutic treatments have been developed and utilized successfully for babies and children and adults who have experienced prenatal and birth traumas. Why does this matter? Well, knowing that babies are capable of feeling, learning, remembering, communicating dramatically changes the ways in which we treat babies and how we interact with them before and after birth. This knowledge also makes pregnancy one of the most important periods in a woman's life and compels us to acknowledge that supporting pregnant mothers must be our highest priority. Maternal support, as we just heard, must include resources for not only prenatal care, nutrition, and physical health, but must also include resources for mental health and safety so that pregnant mothers can create a peaceful place for their unborn babies to develop. For much of modern medical history, the primary focus during pregnancy has been the mother's physical well-being, and we still must focus on that, of course. But mother's mental well-being has often only been a secondary focus, and yet a mother's mental health has direct effects on the development of her baby in the womb, with physical, neurobiological, and psychological effects. Everything a mother feels, her baby feels. And we know that maternal emotions create chemicals and hormones that even influence fetal brain development. There's growing evidence for short and long-term consequences of chronic maternal anxiety and depression during pregnancy, which are epidemic in our modern society. I personally became aware of programs for pregnant mothers that promote active prenatal bonding, first in Russia and then in Hungary, Germany, Denmark, Japan, India, and the U.S. And each one, even though their methodology varied, reported significantly improved pregnancy and birth outcomes with exceptionally low need for birth interventions, including cesarean sections, and very low rates of premature births. The global preterm birth rate is between 5 to 15%, and it is known that 10 to 20% of mothers suffer from postpartum depression after giving birth. But recent results from the prenatal bonding BA program founded in Hungary, but now in other countries, are published in JAPA, our Journal of Prenatal and Perinatal Psychology and Health Journal, in 2023, found that when pregnant mothers actively connected with their babies before birth, while also seeking resolution of their own traumas, the preterm birth rate was only 1%. And the rate of postpartum depression is almost zero. Also, infantile colic is unknown. While this is one of the few methods to be well studied, there are many other ways for mothers and babies to create emotional connections before birth with improved pregnancy and birth outcomes, and many more people need to know about them. During my college studies in child development and my postgraduate studies in developmental psychology, focusing on mother-infant attachment, and as well as my medical training to become a pediatrician and neonatologist, not once did I receive any information about the emotional experience of the baby before or after birth. Before discovering APA, I had attended hundreds of births, yet not once had I considered pregnancy or birth from the baby's perspective. Even in my own pregnancies, although I was very aware of my own baby, I was not aware that my baby was aware of me. That all changed when I was introduced to APA, and what I've learned has completely changed my practice of interacting with babies before and during and after birth, often with profound results. Even if birth does not go as expected, there are ways to minimize trauma by acknowledging the baby's experience and affirming the mother-baby connection, which is easy and simple to do if one knows it is possible. For 4 decades, APA has been sharing that a healthy womb helps to create a healthy world, and we are so happy to support a World Pregnancy Day to increase awareness of this critically important time that every human spends in the womb. We are especially happy to celebrate to include a celebration of World Pregnancy Day in the month of March, because March is also Birth Psychology Month for APA, and we are hosting a month-long summit focused on birthing a new world, creating compassionate birth models that work. If you have not been able to attend this event with over 20 experts from around the world, presentations are still available in the recording package, and we encourage you to check it out at our website at www.birthpsychology.com. As president of APA, I want to acknowledge the global community of organizations and individuals who are doing amazing work to increase our knowledge about the critical importance of pregnancy, and to share that knowledge in varied and unique ways as far and as wide as possible. No one organization can accomplish this task. We must continue to work together in a spirit of collaboration, celebrating the efforts and accomplishments of every organization and each individual who is contributing to the commitment we all have and the passion we all share to improve pregnancy and birth for every mother and every new little human being who comes to this world. Today, our celebration is focused on pregnancy, protecting this special period for mothers to ensure their physical and emotional well-being, which we know directly impacts the physical and emotional well-being of their babies in the womb, is one of the most significant ways we can influence the well-being of our society. Raising several generations of securely attached children who begin bonding with their mothers while still in the womb, who experienced a compassionate and gentle birth, who were acknowledged as conscious and aware human beings as soon as their mothers were aware of their existence in the womb or even before, and who can grow up to develop the capacities and the motivation to find peaceful solutions to our global challenges, may be the best and perhaps only hope for our world. It is my honor to represent APA in joining this celebration of World Pregnancy Day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Relin. We're happy to have you with us on this initiative. So I would like now to introduce you to Kula Brunner from Germany. She's the president of the International Society of Pre- and Perinatal Psychology and Medicine, ISPPM, a graduated social worker, leader of trainings in system constellations in Germany, Ireland, and Spain. She's the co-founder of the JOCO, Institute for Continuing Education, chairman of Lahar Association of Conscious Childbirth and Family, and for 11 years has been an instructor in childbirth preparation. Kula, thank you so much for being with us today. This online stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Susana Lopes, and my congratulations. And appreciating for you for this initiation and make it happen, this first World Pregnancy Day and Summit. And I'm very glad that I can be part of your initiation. And yes, I think it will be successful for all of us. The pre and perinatal psychology started with Otto Rank, a student of Sigmund Freud, 100 years ago, where he said it. And he observed in his psychoanalytic therapy that clients suffered by birth trauma. Sigmund Freud denied this possibility and excluded Otto Rank from the psychoanalytic group. Rank emigrated to the US because he was born in a Jewish family. After the Second World War, Gustav Graber began within the framework of psychoanalysis or psychotherapy in the prenatal field. On this base, the ISPPM, the International Society for Pre- and Perinatal Psychology and Medicine, was founded in 1971. Another founder, Frido Freiberg, opened the prenatal therapy to other professionals. He realized that the psychological dimension of birth is not only a topic for psychotherapy, but also for obstetricians, neonatologists, pedagogy, philosophy, and so on. Hence the interdisciplinary expansion in 1986 under the title Encounter with the Unborn. Since that time, Dr. Ludwig Janus is active in the ISPPM. He wrote many books and articles and was the president for many years. In the beginning, the focus was to scientific evidence that babies alive and experience everything from the conception on. Then, from 2005, Professor Dr. Sven Hildebrand made the connection between the pre- and perinatal psychology and the praxis and promote the respectful care for mothers and babies. More and more women were participate active in our society, and this knowledge got implemented in the praxis. Women also took over the presidency and the board, starting with Paula Diederich, working in the help for babies in this crisis, and in good cooperation between the men we have. Further and further implementation in practice, bonding analysis, help telephone, and many pre- and perinatal therapists who are working in the therapy field with different methods. We have annual conferences to share this knowledge with professionals and everyone who is interested. This year it will take place from the 1st to 3rd of November. It will be a hybrid meeting in person and online with translation in English. And our society published many books and articles, mostly published by Mattes Publisher. We cooperate with other societies in the prenatal field, and we are part of the German Network for Good Birth Culture and of ANCHOR, the European Network of Birth Associations. We congratulate Prenatal Alliance for the first World Pregnancy Day and wish you a very successful 3 days online summit. This manifesto and this summit is so important because the technical medicine around birth and pregnancy goes bigger and bigger. And I'm in this field of birth education and birth trauma therapy since nearly 40 years. And I know the 18th and the 19th, and we create many, many new good support for pregnant women and during birth. And what we experience now is that it goes back, and the women are more and more traumatized by all this technical stuff and not knowledge and not seen with their emotional and psychic needs. And we all said, and we know that this affects immediately and the babies in the womb, and the impact for life we are aware of. And so we are, for 100%, we are agree with the contents of the manifest And we are hope that this knowledge comes into every family, every kindergarten, every school and college, to all professionals and in all societies. Let's go on.
Thank you so much, Kua. Nice to have you on board with us. Thank you. Okay, so now I want to introduce to you Olga Guni. She's an expert in prenatal psychology. She has been engaged in education, research, and development of prenatal sciences for almost 30 years now. She founded the Research Institute for Prenatal Sciences, SOPHIA, and the International Journal of Prenatal and Life Sciences. She's also an author and designer of educational programs in prenatal sciences. Olga Guni, I'm very happy that you are here with us here with us today, but I know that you have sent us a video. That's what we're going to pass on to you. And thank you for joining in and supporting the initiative.
Hi, on behalf of the Prenatal Sciences Partnership and the Prenatal Sciences Research Institute, I would like to extend our gratitude to Prenatal Alliance for this wonderful initiative to do the job that needs to be done so that we have the celebration of the International Pregnancy Day. Thank you for doing that. Pregnancy and gestation is a universal experience, a shared narrative that connects us all, irrespective of our cultural, geographical, or socio-economic, historical, or other backgrounds. It's a journey that goes beyond the individual, and it touches upon the essence of our collective humanity. The proposal for International Pregnancy Day seeks to celebrate this universal experience by acknowledging the expectant mother, father, and critically the presence of the prenate. In our commitment to global health and well-being, it is paramount that we extend our advocacy beyond maternal-paternal health to include the health of the unborn child. This day is not just about celebrating life, but also about ensuring the conditions for a healthy life start just from the beginning. By dedicating a specific day to both the expectant parent and the prenate, we contribute to the global efforts encapsulated in Sustainable Development Goal number 3. But why are international days in general so important to celebrate? International days serve as focal points for global awareness and action on very significant issues. They provide a platform for advocacy, education, and collaboration across diverse communities and nations. By designating specific days to topics ranging from health and human rights to culture and environment, we elevate their importance on the global agenda and inspire collective efforts towards positive change. Of course, you may say, but we already have a Children's Day, and a Mother's Day, and a Father's Day. Why another International Pregnancy Day? While Children's Day, Mother's Day, and Father's Day are undoubtedly significant, they often center around specific stages or roles within the family unit. The International Pregnancy Day, on the other hand, shines a spotlight on the transformative journey of gestation itself. It acknowledges the unique physical and emotional, mental, or spiritual experiences of expectant parents, the profound impact of these dynamics on family dynamics, and the broader societal implications for health and well-being. And by carving out a dedicated day for pregnancy, we amplify awareness, recognition, and support for this critical phase of life. Pregnancy represents a pivotal period of development, not just for the unborn child, but for the expectant parent and the family as a whole, and the society as a whole. Physically, it involves complex processes of growth and adaptation within the body, maternal body, but also paternal or family or social body, to support the needs of the developing embryo or fetus, if we speak about the mother, but also to accommodate a new member as a family member or as a social member. Emotionally, it often brings about profound changes in the expectant parent's relationships, priorities, and sense of self and identity. Moreover, pregnancy lays the groundwork for the health and well-being of future generations, highlighting the transgenerational impact and significance for societal health. What are the benefits of celebrating an International Pregnancy Day? Well, there are so many. The individuals, the citizens of our world will have the opportunity to increase awareness and understanding of the physical and emotional or other stage complexities of pregnancy, fostering empathy and support. Parents will have the opportunity to experience the recognition of their role in nurturing and protecting the health of their unborn child, promoting a sense of empowerment and responsibility. And the parents-to-be will have the opportunity to gain access to comprehensive information, resources, and support networks to navigate the journey of pregnancy with confidence and preparedness when the time comes. Within the families, there will be an opportunity for strengthening bonds, shared experiences, and opportunities for reflection and celebration, fostering resilience and unity. Within the social networks, there will be heightened awareness of prenatal health and well-being, fostering community support and inclusivity for expectant families. And social systems will have the opportunity to improve maternal, paternal, familial, and child health outcomes, reduce disparities, enhance societal well-being through targeted interventions and support services and policy initiatives. Governments and policymakers will have one more opportunity to gain insights into the needs and the challenges of expectant families, informing evidence-based policies and investments in maternal, paternal, and child health infrastructure. What kind of outcomes can we expect? Well, only positive outcomes. Reduce the stigma surrounding pregnancy-related issues, promoting open dialogue and support, enhance the access to prenatal care and support services, leading to improved maternal, paternal, and child health outcomes, greater gender equity in caregiving responsibilities and family decision-making processes, strengthening the social cohesion and community resilience through shared experiences and support networks, informed policy decisions and the resource allocation towards promoting paternal, maternal, and child health, addressing disparities, advancing social justice. The International Pregnancy Day is not just about celebrating the miracle of life. It's about recognizing the inherent dignity and worth of every expectant parent and the worth and dignity of the unborn child. It's about acknowledging the shared responsibility we have as a global community to support and protect the health and well-being of pregnant individuals and their families. It is essential to recognize the rich tapestry of cultural traditions and societal perspectives that surround pregnancy. Across cultures, pregnancy is often celebrated as a time of joy, anticipation, hope for the future. From traditional rituals and ceremonies to modern practices, each culture brings its own unique traditions to the journey of gestation. By honoring these diverse perspectives, we gain a deeper appreciation for the universal aspects of pregnancy that unite us as a global community. We must also acknowledge that access to prenatal care and support is not uniform across all communities. Factors such as race, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, geographic location can significantly impact one's ability to access quality health care during pregnancy. Addressing such systemic barriers requires a commitment to equity and social justice. By ensuring that initiatives like Pregnancy Day are inclusive and accessible to all individuals and communities, we can work towards a future where every expectant family receives the support they need to thrive. The celebration of World Pregnancy Day extends beyond individual experiences. Maternal mortality, infant mortality, reproductive rights are pressing issues that demand our attention and action. By prioritizing parental and child health on the global agenda, initiatives like the International Pregnancy Day can contribute to achieving key health targets and advancing reproductive justice worldwide. Let's recognize the interconnectedness of these issues and commit ourselves to meaningful progress towards a healthier, more equitable world for all. Finally, I want to emphasize the importance of partnerships and collaboration in our efforts to promote paternal, maternal, familial, and child health. Governments, non-governmental organizations, healthcare providers, and communities all have a role to play in supporting expectant families and improving pregnancy outcomes. By working together, we can leverage our collective strengths and resources to address pregnancy-related challenges effectively. Let's seize this opportunity presented by the International Pregnancy Day to forge new partnerships, share best practices, and mobilize action towards positive change. Once again, thank you all working towards the realization of this wonderful initiative. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Olga, for sharing your thoughts with us. Thank you for your support, for being with us on board with this initiative. For our final guest for this panel, I would like to welcome now Carmen Carvalho. She is representing the World Organization of Prenatal Education Associations and is the president of the Spanish National Association of Prenatal Education. She's also an international writer and speaker. Carmen, thank you so much for representing OMAEP today. The stage is yours, and Laura Uplinger will also do the direct translation, so from Spanish to English.
Ela está falando, não falando que está de microfone. Good evening. My name is Laura Uplinger. I'm here for Carmen Carvalho from Spain, and she's representing the president of OMAEP, Lavinia Nano. OMAEP is the World Organization for the Associations for Prenatal Education. But Carmen, are you here? ¿Estás aquí, Carmen? There.
Voilà.
Ahora.
Ah, perdón. Entonces empiezo.
Sí,
Bueno,
sí.
pues buenas tardes o buenos días según la latitud donde se encuentren. Discúlpenme por el tener apagado el micrófono. Bueno, pues en nombre de la OMAEP y de su presidenta, la doctora Lavinia Nanu, que no ha podido estar presente hoy aquí en este acto de inauguración, queremos agradecer de todo corazón a los organizadores por este magnífico evento y por su amable invitación. Y también por esta magnífica iniciativa de declarar el 22 de marzo como el Día Mundial del Embarazo con ocasión de esta Cumbre Mundial del Bienestar Prenatal.
I really thank you for this invitation this evening. Yo había traducido la parte de antes, antes que
vale.
llegara.
Vale.
And it's a great initiative to declare this 22nd of March the World Pregnancy Day, really, and having this summit, the Pregnancy Wellness Summit.
También queremos agradecer la oportunidad de poder compartir este acto de inauguración con la Alianza Prenatal, con el APA, con la ISPM y con el Instituto de Investigación de Ciencias Prenatales de Sofía, que nos da la posibilidad de acercarnos y de conocernos un poco más y de unir esfuerzos para seguir trabajando en este importante campo de la educación, de la etapa prenatal.
I also want to thank you for the opportunity of share this inauguration with Prenatal Alliance, with APA, with ISPPM, and the Institute for Research of Prenatal Science of Sofia. So we have the opportunity of knowing each other a little bit more, and we can unite efforts working together in this field of prenatal education.
En el mundo que nos toca vivir necesitamos esperanza, la esperanza de que un mundo mejor es posible. Y uno de los medios para conseguirlo podría venir de la mano de la educación, de la educación prenatal natural.
And the world really needs some hope. And the hope for a possible better world, one of the best ways to obtain this is to call upon prenatal natural education.
Si tenemos en cuenta las investigaciones científicas y psicológicas que se vienen realizando desde hace más de 50 años, ellas nos dicen que las bases de nuestra futura salud física, psíquica, de nuestra forma de comportarnos y de relacionarnos, incluso nuestras capacidades intelectuales, nuestro coeficiente de inteligencia y nuestra creatividad, se originan en este periodo extremadamente delicado y sensible que es la etapa prenatal, es decir, antes del nacimiento y en los primeros años de vida.
If we take into consideration all the scientific research and the ones in the field of psychology, all that's been happening since this last 50 years, we know that the basis for our future health, physical health and psychological health, the way we behave and relate to each other, all our intellectual capacities, our IQ, and also our creativity, all that has their origin in this time of prenatal life that is so delicate, so sensitive. And before we're born, before the first years of life.
Para la OMAED, el bienestar prenatal podríamos decir que comienza desde el momento que en la pareja aparece la idea y el deseo de traer un nuevo ser al mundo y se sienten con la fuerza, los medios y hacen el espacio en su vida para acogerlo.
For OMAEP, the prenatal well-being, we can say it starts when the couple starts thinking, starts wishing to bring a new entity, new being here on earth. And they feel like the strength, everything they can do in their lives to welcome this new being.
A partir de ese momento comenzaría entonces un periodo de preparación de los padres antes de concebir física, psíquica y espiritual, a fin de poder ofrecer a sus hijos, cuando llegue el momento, las mejores condiciones de creación, formación y desarrollo desde el inicio de la vida de una manera consciente, amorosa y respetuosa. Y responsable.
Then they will start a time for preparation for both parents before conception. Preparation physical, psychological, spiritual, so that they can offer their children, when comes the moment, the best conditions of creation, formation, and development from the very beginning of life, in a conscious way, in a loving way, responsible way.
Destacamos también la importancia de una concepción consciente
en la que la armonía y el amor en la pareja, así como hacia el nuevo ser, estén presentes, porque la primera célula que se cree va a grabar el estado en el que se encuentran los padres y al multiplicarse va a llevar esta información a las otras. Podríamos decir entonces que desde este instante comienza la educación directa de ese nuevo ser y lo hace desde la base más sólida que puede existir, que es el amor.
And we want to highlight also the importance of a conscious conception, a time where harmony and love in the couple is really present, and also harmony and love towards its new being. Because the very first cell, the one that will be created, will record the whole state where the parents were during lovemaking. And it will take this information to every other single cell in that body. We could say that the education of your daughter or your son or your daughter, would start in the moment, that moment of conception, but when love is presiding, may there be love.
Que durante el periodo de la gestación la madre se sienta segura, protegida, rodeada de un ambiente de afecto y de comprensión, para que pueda vivir esta etapa en la mayor tranquilidad y armonía posible, a fin de que pueda comunicarse conscientemente con su hijo y pueda darle todo el amor que le permita ser en el futuro un ser sano, equilibrado y feliz.
And during pregnancy, may the mother feel safe, protected, surrounded by an atmosphere of affection, understanding, so that she can live this time with the greater tranquility and harmony possible, so that she can communicate consciously with her baby, giving all her love, so that in the future this being can become a human being that is healthy, balanced, and happy.
Para ello serán fundamentales el papel del padre, principal pilar de apoyo de la madre y del hijo, pero también de todo su entorno, porque todo lo que la madre vive, el bebé prenatal lo vive.
And for that, the role of the father is paramount. He's the main pillar of support for the mother, for the baby, and everything that is around the mother, because everything the mother lives, the baby prenatally, the prenate lives it.
El bebé prenatal se va a ir educando a través de las vivencias y las experiencias de sus padres y sobre todo de la madre. Por todo ello, es primordial dar a los futuros padres y sobre todo a las madres una serie de herramientas sencillas, prácticas y útiles que le ayuden a transitar segura por este periodo crucial de la vida y de la vida del nuevo ser, de su vida y de la vida del nuevo ser.
This prenate will receive a whole education through every experience, everything the parents live in daily life, and especially the mother. Because of all this, it's really important that parents, especially mothers, they have tools, simple ones, simple practices that can help them to go through this whole period of pregnancy feeling safe and offering her life to this new being.
Haciéndonos eco de las palabras del biólogo celular Bruce Lipton, cuando dice que el mejor promotor del crecimiento de los seres humanos es el amor.
Cell biologist Bruce Lipton, he says simply, the best promoter of growth in human beings is love.
La educación prenatal natural ofrece grandes beneficios. Para los futuros padres que la viven es transformadora. Les ayuda a tomar una conciencia de sí mismos, de la vida y de su papel como principal educadores de sus hijos desde antes de nacer.
Prenatal natural education offers great benefits for the future parents, the ones who live it. It transforms them and helps them to be aware, to become aware of themselves, of life, and of their role as the main educators of their children, since even before their birth.
Va a contribuir también a crear relaciones más sanas, más amorosas y más armoniosas en la familia. Relaciones que estarán basadas en la confianza, la comunicación, el amor y el respeto. Y por extensión reportará grandes beneficios a la sociedad.
Another benefit is to build healthier relationships, loving relationships, harmonious ones within the family, based on trust and communication, love, respect, and of course, it will end up benefiting the whole of society.
Al generar y favorecer la salud física y psíquica de los seres desde el comienzo de la vida, la convierte en la prevención más eficaz de la violencia y de otras disfunciones.
By favoring the physical health, psychological health of every human being from the very beginning of life, we have then a good prevention, the best prevention against violence and other kinds of dysfunctions.
Trabaja también en la construcción de la paz, porque seres que han sido educados con amor desde el alba de sus vidas serán seres dialogantes, pacíficos, bondadosos, compasivos, comprensivos, pacíficos.
Prenatal education also works in the construction and building peace, because the beings who were educated with love from the very dawn of their existences, they will be people able to entertain dialogues, they will be kind, they will be compassionate, understanding, and peaceful.
Hay esperanza desde nuestro punto de vista y ella nace desde las raíces de la vida.
There is hope from the very beginning of life, from this point of view, from the roots of
Laura, un amor ofrecido con generosidad desde la etapa prenatal podría dar a las futuras generaciones la oportunidad de crear un mundo de paz, de armonía y de fraternidad entre las personas y los pueblos, a fin de que podamos caminar hacia una humanidad más sana, en equilibrio y feliz.
This love offered with generosity from the prenatal time could give future generations the opportunity of creating a world of peace, harmony, and brotherhood between peoples and between countries, so that we could walk towards a humanity that would be healthier, more balanced, and happier.
Para finalizar, queremos pedir en este día especial del 22 de marzo, Día Mundial del Embarazo,
we would like to ask, in order to finish, that for this day, World Day of Pregnancy,
que todas las mujeres del planeta se unan, que tomen conciencia del extraordinario poder que la naturaleza les ha dado de formar y dar vida, y que los hombres...
We wish that all women around the planet can be united, that they can take on this extraordinary awareness, the power nature has given them to form and give life.
Y que los hombres las sostengan y las apoyen con amor en esta tarea grandiosa para regenerar a la humanidad.
And may the men who support them accompany them with love in this gorgeous task to regenerate humanity.
Que así sea. Muchas gracias.
So be it, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Carmen. Thank you.
Thank you.
And this is not a first step. I think we're just continuing the work that all organizations that we have here have been doing throughout the years. I'm very happy that we are all on board with Prenatal Alliance, but this is going to request an effort. We cannot do this all by ourselves. We need to come together, have meetings, check what it needs to be done, so we can make this official throughout the world. So this can be one of the biggest initiatives that we have all been involved in. And I don't think there's a better mission than to be part of the Welcome Committee, as ANEP Brazil says, the Welcome Committee of new generations into this world. So thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much to APA, to ISPPM, to OMIAP, to Olga Guni, to all of you that are on board with us today. Thank you.